Welcome back to AEW Double or Nothing Part 3 here on Aftershock Wrestling Entertainment. We've already had several great matches, including this steel cage match of Ricochet versus Jay White. The Dynamite Diamond Ring was defended by MJF versus Powerhouse Hobbs last episode. Part 1 also included Joe Hendry defending the TNA World Championship against Christian Cage. And the last part had Anna Jay teaming up with Masha Slamovich versus Mercedes Mone and Tasha Steelz. We'll get to the AEW World Tag Team Championship later on as the Hurt Business defend against the Patriarchy and Top Flight in Part 4 of Double or Nothing. But tonight, we're going to kick things off with the Syndicate's Brant Fowler versus Rob Van Dam in an Extreme Rules match from TNA, and we're going to recap that in just a minute. Closing out the show in Part 5 will be No Holds Barred, unsanctioned lights out match between Adam Cole and Hangman Adam Page. And to wrap up the show tonight will be the AEW Women's World Championship as Mariah May defends her title against Timeless Toni Storm. That will be right after Brant versus RVD. And of course, we also have the AEW World Championship where Jon Moxley defends against TNA's Nick Nemeth coming up in the next part as well. But let's recap what has gone on over in TNA between Brant Fowler and Rob Van Dam. So this started with Brant approaching RVD about joining the Syndicate, which he promptly turned down. This annoyed Brant so much that he got involved in a dark match on SmackDown, interfering with Rob Van Dam, causing him the match ultimately. This spilled over to TNA that week as Rob Van Dam was being interviewed by Kathy Kelly, and Brant took umbrage with that and began beating Rob Van Dam and throwing him continuously into the barricade over and over again and pummeling him there at ringside, which of course led to an eventual match between the two that started off with a brawl that almost got the match thrown out as both men just would not stop beating on each other. But ultimately, Brant won that match. And finally, the powers that be at TNA decided it would be a good idea the very next week to team these two up to kind of try to put their differences aside. But they started off the match arguing about who was going to start, and Rob Van Dam finally conceding to let Brant start the match. And as the match starts to get underway, Brant circles around, and Rob Van Dam takes it upon himself to tag himself in. And once again, that annoyed Brant to the point that he shoved Rob Van Dam down and left him to face Cameron Grimes and Duke Hudson in a handicap match on TNA, ultimately leading to this Extreme Rules match between Brant and Rob Van Dam. Here at Double or Nothing Part 3 to kick us off here in Las Vegas at the MGM Grand. Thank you for sticking with us through that entire introduction, and I hope you're enjoying Double or Nothing so far. We've had some amazing matches on this card through Part 1 and Part 2, but now Brant Fowler of the Syndicate, the super faction over in TNA and NXT, is making his way to the ring. First appearance here on pay-per-view at AEW. One of his faction mates, stable mates, is a former AEW wrestler in Ricky Starks, along with TNA's X Division champion Moose. And at the helm of this faction is former TNA and WWE star Robert Roode, who put together the faction. Brant Fowler, the rookie of the group, who has shown a lot of promise. A lot of people compare this faction to Evolution back in the day, which will put Brant in that Randy Orton spot. And this match kind of has some similarities there as well, because really it was a match with Mick Foley that put Randy Orton on the map. And if Brant can have a really good showing here tonight at Double or Nothing against Rob Van Dam, the King of Extreme, that could very well do the same for him. And even though these issues might seem kind of petty and small, I mean, we've seen bigger feuds with lesser reasons behind them in wrestling. It is wrestling, and aggression is taken out in the middle of that ring, and Brant starting strong, leaping over the top rope and colliding with Rob Van Dam before he could even get completely to the ring. And this match is underway. Extreme Rules means anything goes. And Brant's already looking under the ring for weapons, grabs a kendo stick and tries to attack Rob Van Dam, but you're attacking a man that wrestled for the Extreme for many years, where kendo sticks were a weapon of choice. And that's your first choice to go after him, and it did not work so well, but he has recovered and taken control of this. Brant leaping over into the audience, teasing, getting involved there, but he just leaps back over and uses a page out of Rob Van Dam's book, hanging him up on the barricade there. Now, I don't know if Brant's been in a lot of Extreme Rules matches, but so far he is dominating Rob Van Dam here tonight. Oh, a nice stomp onto the floor on Rob Van Dam. Now going back to the kendo stick, perhaps? Yes. Maybe this time. Nope. Rob Van Dam snatches it right out of his hands a second time, shows him how to use it, and is tearing the flesh off of Brant's back. Nice super kick, though. I mentioned on an episode of TNA that when they had that match that we showed a little clip of earlier, that these two are actually very evenly matched. Similar skill set, but the main difference between these two is experience. And Rob Van Dam has loads of it. Nice wheelbarrow neck breaker there. Goes for the cover already. Just a 1 count. But Rob Van Dam has loads of experience to the inexperience, the greenness of Brant. But obviously, oh, nice shooting star press. Knocks the trash can out of Rob's hands. Float over DDT on the floor. Laying Rob out, but he just gets right back up to take some more punishment. Obviously, the Syndicate saw something in Fowler to bring him into the fold. I mean, when you're talking about stars like Robert Roode, former TNA World Champion, NXT and WWE Championships under his belt as well, Tag Team Champion, very decorated athlete in Robert Roode, along with Ricky Starks, the hottest free agent there for a while. Incredibly talented. And Moose, who has been dominant in TNA, X Division champion, former world champion. When you put those three together and they all see something special in this guy, I mean, there's a reason he's called the Anomaly, right? There's something different about him. And Rob Van Dam's finding that out tonight as he's holding his own, more than holding his own. He's been in control for most of this match. And I say that as Rob Van Dam takes control, throws that trash can in. Monkey flip, that's vintage Rob Van Dam, but gets hit with another super kick. Those kicks are a thing of beauty. But Rob Van Dam, I don't think he could even tell you how many Extreme Rules matches that he's been in his career. Oh, misses that and came up short with that flying body press. Nothing but mat or padding at ringside, I should say. Still stares upside the head of Rob Van Dam as he throws him onto him too, but Rob Van Dam just pops up and starts punching away. He's been hit harder by bigger men as Rob Van Dam. Rob Van Dam with a chair is never a good thing. It's always dangerous. I mean, it's great for Rob Van Dam. It's great for the fans, but never good for the opponents. But Brant has countered and is using that steel chair on Rob Van Dam. So far, oh, it throws it in his face too. That's a ECW style happening right there as he goes and celebrates in the ring. I don't know how wise it is to not stay on top of Rob Van Dam, to take him lightly here at all. revving himself up, maybe catching a breather. He has been going. Oh, and there we go. There it's showing. He came up way short with that dive. And now that has given Rob Van Dam an opportunity to take advantage of that and take control of this match. As he digs under the ring for more weapons. We've got tables out here. We've got, oh, now he's got a sledgehammer. We got chairs, we got trash cans, we got kendo sticks, and now we got a sledgehammer. Only thing we don't have right now is a ladder and a kitchen sink. And I don't think there's a kitchen sink under there. Oh, misses that kick, and Brant connects with his. Trash can to the head of Rob Van Dam. And another one throws it at him. A diving clothesline or forearm shot. I'm not sure exactly what that was, but whatever it was vicious. Misses that fist drop though, which again gives Rob Van Dam an opening. Misses that super kick, the first one he's missed, I think. And there are the educated feet of Rob Van Dam coming to play. Oh, he had that trash can and Fowler just slid out of the ring trying to get away from that. But now he's got the trash can. Throwing it back at Rob. Nice throw. It landed. Oh, man. Out of the way of that dive. That was clever. Give it to the speed of Fowler, which may be a hair faster than Rob Van Dam. So we haven't seen a whole lot of Fowler. We've seen him mainly with the Syndicate. This is really his only singles foray we've seen on TV. Knight just throwing chair after chair at Rob Van Dam. But what a rivalry to make your singles, debut proper with, right? Rob Van Dam, who has been in countless big matches. I said all we were missing was a ladder earlier. We've got the ladder as Rob Van Dam is setting that up. He's building things here at ringside. Don't know what he's got planned for. Oh my God, he just got hit hard in the midsection with that sledgehammer. So not planning anything right now. He's getting his face washed. But he is back up. It's like this dude is a machine. There's a reason he took the name Rob Van Dam, right? He's like Universal Soldier. He's Jean-Claude in Universal Soldier. He just keeps coming. There's no stopping him. He's made of different stuff as Rob Van Dam. Oh, he almost DDT'd him straight on the trash can there from the middle rope. Did Brant Fowler. Now what's he going for? Is he going to powerbomb? Oh, but Rob's fighting out of it. Gets loose, but catches that kick again. That kick has been golden for Fowler here tonight. He's hit it like 4 or 5 times. And that is his finisher. That flip over neck breaker. But he picks him up. I don't know why he didn't go for the cover there. Inexperience showing again. Now Rob back on the attack. That could have been it. Oh, springboard kick, but Brant is out of the way and comes back with a hook kick of his own. Just stalking Rob. What's it going for here? Oh, DDT on the apron stands Rob Van Dam vertical. As Rob is wont to do in those situations. Now what's he going for? A power bomb again. See if he manages to pull it off this time. I think he's going to power bomb him on the ladder. No, he switches his grip and just hangs him up. Teases the ladder. Oh, roll up by Rob Van Dam. A couple of mistakes there by Fowler, as I think he just got busted open over the bridge of his nose. He should have gone for the pinfall after that finishing move that he uses, that flip over neck breaker. And he probably, as you know, as nasty as it sounds, as sadistic as it might sound, he probably should have powerbombed Rob on that ladder. Those two things could come back to bite him in this match. Rob is cut over his right eye too, I believe. I think both of them are busted open now. I hadn't noticed the blood on Rob's forehead, but when he turned to the camera, it looked like there was blood over his right eye. Definitely blood in the middle of the forehead, maybe at the bridge of the nose of Fowler. Oh, slammed down Alabama style is Fowler as Rob ascends the top rope. Nope. This changes his mind when he sees Fowler getting up. Goes for that spin kick again. Somehow lands on top of the trash can and floats off. Oh, Fowler just got tossed onto the ladder and Rob is on the top rope. And oh my God, Senton Splash just broke the ladder in half and probably broke the body of Fowler in half as well. All Rob would really have to do now is roll Fowler into the ring and pin him for the 1-2-3. But instead, he thinks it's a good idea to get another ladder out and hits Fowler with it. And throws it on Fowler. Rob Van Dam is one of a kind. As cliche as it is to say it as he gives that motion, it is the truth. Rob with a chair, wearing his opponent out here tonight. Oh, now throws it at him, but gets a kick to the face instead. Now Fowler's got the ladder. What's he planning on doing with it? Throwing it at Rob Van Dam. Didn't know if he was going to try to build a bridge of his own, get some payback. Sending Rob Van Dam to the barricade as he dismantles the announce desk here. Nefarious intentions at play. And this match, oh, Rolling Thunder connects on the floor. Just classic Rob Van Dam setting him up for something, but Brant is out of the way. Delivers a combination of kicks, followed by a super kick. And has spent all the energy he had left with that defense. Crawling around on the floor, trying to get the strength to get up. He finally does. Now he's got the ladder set up. What's he thinking here? Now he's going to utilize that announce desk. I see where he's going. Got Rob prone on the table as he ascends the ladder, looking to put an end to Rob Van Dam. But Rob off the table. He leaps anyway. Takes him down. Not what he was looking for, but effective nonetheless. Thinks about trying it again, but Rob, now aware of his plans, decides he's not going to let that happen. And that ladder somehow caught in between the mat and the under the ring, was keeping it from falling on top of both these men. Finally, gravity took it. Brant looking desperately under the ring for more weapons, but there's nothing to be found. So he goes in search of something else, and he finds that kendo stick once again. And Rob's got a chair. What's going to win? The kendo stick wins that particular duel. Smashed over the head of Rob Van Dam. And the people have been chanting for tables all night. They are finally getting their wish. Table makes it inside the ring. Followed by the ladder. More architecture, more plans, but Rob Van Dam putting a stop to all of that with a dive to the outside, taking Brant down before he could follow through with any of his ideas. We knew this one was going to be bloody. as Rob Van Dam hammers down on Fowler's face. We knew it was going to be extreme, as the name suggests. But man, these two are fighting like they've been enemies for years as Rob misses wildly with that dive. These two just clearly do not like. Oh my God, that chair shot just hit Rob Van Dam square on the face and he fell onto the ladder. Now he gets hit in the back of the head with a trash can. But he just keeps getting up. Fowler can't keep him down no matter what he does. Rob Van Dam just keeps coming. And a zigzag. That finally keeps Rob down for a little bit, as Brant starts to clear the ring to make room for whatever is in his sick mind right now to do to Rob Van Dam. Oh, the table gets knocked down. Plans thwarted once again. Blood pouring profusely from both of these individuals. One thing you can say, though, is the Syndicate's Brant Fowler has held his own against one of the greatest of all time and one of the greatest extreme wrestlers in Rob Van Dam in an Extreme Rules match. Gotta give the guy credit. If for nothing else, for standing toe-to-toe with Rob Van Dam. Up on the top rope, but Rob catches him. Oh, he threw him into the ladder, face first. Now the table down again. No matter what he's trying to do, Rob's just not going to let it happen. Now Rob's setting up the ladder. Now he's got intentions. He's like, hey, I'll set it back up for you. What do you want to do? But he's blocked himself to give a little rest here. Rob Van Dam going on to the outside. It's like, all right, I'm just going to leap over this table at you. Because why not? And he does. And he takes Fowler down. That was just like, oh, well, screw it. Just going to do it. I trapped myself, so I'm gonna take him down. Now Rob, I don't know what he's thinking about here. He's setting Fowler up for something. Got him prone on the table. Now Rob climbing the ladder. Thinking about it. Tip top of that ladder, and he is surveying. Waits too long. Doesn't get him on the table, but he does take him down. And now goes for the cover. I don't know what Rob's hesitation. I think maybe he's lost too much blood. He's just not thinking straight. Another zigzag takes Rob Van Dam down. Now Brant finally gets Rob placed on that table that he's been trying to all night long. As he gets a little twitch in his leg there before he starts climbing the ladder one more time. Struggling to get to the top. Finally makes it. Dive off with an elbow drop. Takes as much out of him as it does out of Rob Van Dam. Goes for the cover. And that is not all she wrote. Rob Van Dam up at 2. Now Brant just giving everything he's got to Rob Van Dam. One more zigzag. And he ascends the ladder once again. Rob Van Dam is out. But Brant not satisfied with that. What is he going to do here? Shooting star press from the top of the ladder. Goes into the cover. And that is all she wrote. Brant Fowler wins this match. Doesn't look like a winner. Blood streaming down his face. Rob Van Dam with that rolling thunder there. Spinning kick. Several kicks throughout the night. Zigzags as well. These forearm clubs were the precursor to another zigzag, followed by that shooting star press, and Brant Fowler victorious over Rob Van Dam in an Extreme Rules match here at AEW Double or Nothing to kick off Part 3. Switching gears as we head into our final match of Part 3, recapping what happened on Collision last night. Mariah May had just beaten Anna Jay when the lights went out and Toni Storm appeared and chokeslammed Mariah May as we went off the air. Their story is a thing of legend. Mariah May defends her AEW Women's World Championship against the former World Champion, Timeless Toni Storm, here at Double or Nothing to wrap up Part 3. As the ring announcer makes the introductions, as we await the challenger going back in time to Tinseltown with Timeless Toni Storm making her way down to the ring here at the MGM Grand. Can she recapture the Women's World Championship and gain a measure of revenge against Mariah May here tonight? Only time will tell. And say what you will about Toni Storm, but she's channeling a different mode, if you will. I'm thinking game sense. She is, I won't say God mode, I won't pull a Roman Reigns here, but she is on another mode altogether, a secret bonus mode unlocked that has given us this glorious version of Toni Storm that is unlike anything else we've seen in wrestling, at least mainstream wrestling. And it has worked very well for Toni Storm up until now. We'll see if it pays off in this match for the AEW Women's World Championship. Speaking of the championship, here comes the champion, who has been a dominant champion. And whether you like her or not, she has been a working champion. She has defended that championship. The Glamour, Mariah May. She can be downright nasty, rude, violent, but she is very talented in that ring. No one can deny her skills, her ability within those ropes. She's really good at what she does, and she deserves that championship that is around her waist. But she may have bitten off more than she can chew with Toni Storm here tonight, especially considering everything that has happened between them that has led us to this point. As we go down for the final introductions, as our AEW Women's World Championship match is underway. Timeless Toni Storm looking to regain that championship from her former protege. And Mariah May looking to keep that title around her waist and not allow Toni Storm to recapture her former glory. Mariah looks at the belt possibly for one last time. Toni looks at it, takes it in. capacity crowd excited on the edge of their seats, all standing, waiting in anticipation for this match that is now underway. And Toni Storm rushes in, takes her down with a flying head scissors, going old school. Fisherman suplex. Thought she was going for the pin right there. Decides to let go. But in the opening moments of this match, German suplex, release. It has been all Toni Storm. On the attack still. Forearm shiver. Takes Mariah May down. Now a final cut. Toni Storm gives the thumbs up. She now is taken down by Mariah May though. Luthez press takes her down, hammers her with punch after punch, but Toni Storm back in it and sends Mariah May out to the apron. Looks to deliver some punishment with a backdrop. Taking the fight to the floor is Toni Storm. Rapid punches to the side of the head of Mariah May. Toni acts like she's going to get into the ring, comes back down. Glancing blow on Mariah, but Mariah tosses Toni into the stairs. And this fight is turned very quickly from a clean fight in the middle of the ring to a brawl on the outside. We're up to a 6 count though, and the title cannot be won on a count out. Mariah throws Toni back in as the fight resumes in the middle of the ring. Punches and kicks by Mariah May. Just flailing wildly at times too. Now they're taking it to the top rope. A little stratisfaction type action there as Mariah goes for a cover. Not even a 1 count though. Toni is up and a big boot straight to the face of Mariah May. Uppercut. Another one. Punches to the gut by Mariah. These two women. Oh, a mayday! Mayday! It could be over right now. Only a 1 count. Too early in the match. Toni immediately up. Goes for that headbutt. Misses. Now Mariah looking to slow things down a little bit. Possibly? No. Both of these women are going 90 miles an hour. No signs of stopping. No signs of slowing down. Oh, throws her up and delivers that headbutt. Takes her down. Mariah escaping as the crowd cheers for Toni Storm, who's taking a celebratory lap in the middle of the ring while Mariah May regathers herself. Another final cut in the middle of the ring. Now Toni just stomping the hands of Mariah May. Going for another fisherman suplex. This time, high bridge with the cover. Gets a 2 count, but Mariah May is able to escape. Mariah has done some despicable things to Toni Storm. Toni Storm can be as despicable as the next woman too, though. They're 2 peas in a pod. This is a perfect Hollywood story. Maybe not the Hollywood ending that a match in Gold Coast might be. But a fine potential ending to this story nonetheless here at AEW Double or Nothing in Universe Mode. Nice shot by Mariah May. Rocks Toni for a second, but she's back up. And then another big boot to the face. Picks Mariah May up and just stares at her for a second. Now is just toying with her. Oh, is she? Pile driver. Pile Storm Zero. This could be over right here, right now. But Toni picks her up. Not finished with her yet. Going for it again. No. Double underhook powerbomb. And Toni picking Mariah May up again. And a second. No. Mariah May counters out of the second Storm Zero. Goes for that headbutt, but Mariah catches her, sends her into the ropes. And a throw sends Toni Storm down. She should have went for that pinfall after that first one. Frog splash. Missed. Vicious clothesline low. And now Toni is setting Mariah up. Going for the Storm Zero once again. But Mariah fighting out of it one more time. Headbutt to the chest. Down goes Mariah May. Down goes Toni on the cover. And gets the 3 count on that headbutt. Your new AEW Women's World Champion. Timeless. Toni Storm. We take a look back at some of the action here. Hurricane Rana off the top rope. Mayday early in the match, but it wasn't enough. First Storm Zero. And a double underhook powerbomb. But Toni wasn't done with her yet. 2 attempts at the Storm Zero were unsuccessful, so she used the headbutt to get the victory, take the title, and now Toni Storm is your AEW Women's World Champion as we close out Double or Nothing Part 3.